Hi everyone, welcome to Annie Unleashed. Today we're going to talk about how to declutter your debt, and I'm going to share a sentence with you that might change the way that you see your relationship with debt. Now, if you've watched my last couple of videos, you've seen me talk about the brain-body connection to making a change in habit from something that you know that's not working that great for you, that's an unhealthy money habit, to something that is healthy, and the resistance that you might feel subconsciously or even physically when you're trying to do something for the better. It takes some time, but you can eventually create a healthy habit. The other video that I made was about my absolute no rule when it comes to debt in couples. So watch that to check out, of all the things that I give advice on when I'm doing financial plans for my clients, what is the one thing that I say absolutely no to. And today we're going to talk about how do we tackle the debt? How do we declutter our lives from debt? Now, if you think about the kind of clutter that you have around your space, it's really tangible. It's something that you can see. There's piles of things and they're not in the place that they should be in. It's a bit disorganized. And all of us in some capacity have some space in our home that is not completely organized. It's not cleaned up, so to speak. Now, when we've left it there for a while, we tend to get used to it, right? We tend not to even see it after a while because it just becomes part of the scenery. Debt and the accumulation of debt and the debt increasing over time, it works the same way. If we don't take a look at it, if we don't clean it up or take a stock of what we have and what we should do with it, it creeps up and then it doesn't go away, right? It doesn't go away unless you do something about it. So here's my tip. If you want to start tackling your debt, first start decluttering your home. I know it sounds unrelated, but there is a bit of a mental connection there, meaning that if you tackle one corner of your home that you know needs a little bit of organization, for me, it's piles of paperwork, envelopes, mail. I open the urgent things that I know what they are, and then the rest I leave because they don't seem that urgent and I've got other things to do. And so for me, every now and then, I'll take all the piles of paper that I've got and I'll one by one go through everything and I'll create a pile of things that I keep, things that I can let go, and things that I want to give away. You can apply this to clothes, kids' toys. Hello, if you're a parent, you know what I'm talking about. This is a decluttering on the regular. And so when you look at those things and when you tackle one little corner of your home and try to clean that area up, and then when you're done, it's like you have a whole new space. It's like you can breathe again, like you have more room, because just by cleaning up an area, you create literally space. And so if you can do that and it creates this really good feeling in your brain and your body, hey, we took a look at something, we paid attention to it, we cleaned it up, we organized it, we got rid of some stuff, now we feel lighter, right? And we kept some stuff, now we know what's happening in our lives because we've taken stock of what we've got and what we need to keep. And then some stuff we might give away, maybe you sell, make some money, right? And I do this regularly with my daughter, actually, in her room for the toys that she gets. And so we have a keep pile, giveaway pile, and a throwaway pile. Now, when you do this in little pockets around your home, you can also do this with your debt. A lot of people forget about the debt that they have, on which credit card they have it at, which institution, what the interest rate is, all that kind of jazz. Maybe you don't even open the mail to look at your credit card statement, okay? And it happens. We're trying to avoid the negative. We're trying to avoid something that's uncomfortable. We don't want to know. But here's the thing. When you start to pay attention to it and really see, what it is, how much you've got, what it is, where it's at, then you're empowered with information. Then you can decide what to do. And taking those little baby steps to declutter your debt, in other words, take stock of what you've got, where you've got it, how much you have, and what are the minimum payments. And if you really want to look at it, if you really want to be powerful with your debt, look at the interest rate. I think I'll do another video on the interest rate because there are some things that you can do to lower that. But once you take stock of it, then you can do something about it. If you're not sure, you can either read some articles, like I talked about creating new habits in one of my other videos. If you have a cup of coffee or if you have some kind of healthy habit that you have every day, then add reading an article about debt or reducing debt or learning about your credit score or how to better save and budget. All of those things, like 5-minute article, have your tea or cup of coffee. I have tea. And educate yourself. Once you have tackled that pile of debt information and now you can do something about it, you get to decide, what do I keep? You can look at that as what's good debt, bad debt. What do I keep? What can I maybe not give away, but what can I tackle? What can I do something about? And then what do I throw out? For example, if you've got a credit card that you no longer use, I wouldn't say close it out because there's history there and that actually helps your credit score. But you may want to, if it's a new card that you got that isn't really doing anything for you and it's got an extremely high interest rate, like over 20%, then maybe you want to close that out and get rid of it, right? Or another way of getting rid of it, quote unquote, is you actually put it away. Don't keep it in your wallet, but you put it away in a pile somewhere so that you don't use it. And that can help you avoid racking up more debt, right? Increasing that debt because you've limited yourself to one or two. Really, on a daily basis, you need one underwear and one credit card. That's it. Okay, we don't need to use like multiple credit cards in a day unless you're a business owner. That's a whole nother thing. But you just need one for the most part to consistently use. And it's easier to keep track of when you've just got the one. You know what the limit is, you know what the interest rate is, you know how much you need to pay back. So try to simplify your life. And that's what I mean by decluttering your debt, is simplifying your life. But do it with knowledge and empower yourself with that. Now, if none of this has landed and you're still looking for this aha moment, here's a sentence that I heard that really landed. When you're looking at your debt or the space around you in your home, if you don't change anything, you accept it. If you don't change anything, you accept it. So if you do nothing about your debt, if you don't even take a look or open the mail or take a look at what you've got, where you've got, and how much you've got, that means that you accept that debt. That means that you accept the situation that you're in. But if you're looking to make a change, if you're looking to make a shift, if you're looking to improve your situation, then taking action, even one step, can make a huge difference over your lifetime. So I hope that helped. We covered how to declutter your debt, how to look at it in a way, both tangibly, like as in space around your home, as well as taking stock of your debt space. And I left you with a sentence that to me was pretty powerful and can be applied to any part of your life, which is, if you don't change it, you accept it. Wow. All right, guys, leave a comment in the comment section if you found this helpful, or if you have found a decluttering habit that helps you in your financial life. And if you're looking, I'm thinking about doing a 3-day challenge or a 7-day challenge when it comes to tackling your debt or tackling your finances. If this is of interest to you, please let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe so I can do more of these. I appreciate you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.